Hi everyone, it's Patty Marmon, and I'm here with another episode of Empower Half Hour. And today our exclusive interview is with Miss Lacy Carter, and I'm super excited to share her story with you. What I would like to share first is that many women are looking for job security, and the direct sales industry is now generating over $145 billion a year. Totally crazy. And it's evident that they're offering a higher quality product, a competitive compensation plan, and inspirational training that is exploding their bottom line. One of the leading companies on the cutting edge is Pure Romance, and we offer bath, beauty, massage, lingerie, relationship enhancement items, as well as education and information to strengthen couples' relationships, but also keep single women safe. Our high quality line of product is competitively priced, and our hostess plan is extraordinary. Pure Romance's mission is to empower, educate, and entertain. All consultants have the ability to earn $500 to $1,000 a month from just a couple of parties, as well as earning up to a six-figure income through our supportive and inspirational training programs. Pure Romance has greatly changed the life of Lacy Carter and many of her team members. And I'm super excited to share the buzz, what the buzz is all about. Please help me welcome Miss Lacy Carter. Yay, Lacy, thank you so much for being here. I'm so
Thank you.
glad to have you.
Thank
So,
you.
Lacy, could you share with everyone what got you started? What made you start with Pure Romance?
I actually hosted my very own party. Heather Dolan is my sponsor. She came over to the house and, did my party. I had a lot of fun. And after the party, I got in her shaggin' wagon is what she calls hers, but got out there and I handed her my order, which was probably about $500 between what I wanted and what my husband wanted. So she looked at me and she said, "Lacy, you need to start supporting your habit, baby." And I never in my wildest dreams would have ever thought that I would even have thoughts of wanting to do what I'm doing now. So I talked to her a little bit more, found out how much money you could make with this business, and I quickly began having thoughts of, oh my gosh, I think I could do this. It took me about a week after, having my party, and she harassed me a little bit, and I'm so glad that she did because I went ahead and joined, and it's definitely changed my life.
Oh my gosh. So Lacy, could you tell me a little bit about your family and about your current employment?
I am married. I have been for 8 years. I have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. They keep me busy. And I'm actually a registered nurse case manager for a GYN office, and I work about 45 hours a week.
Oh my gosh. You work 45 hours a week as a case manager, and you do Pure Romance at the same time. And you have little ones at home. And a hubby.
Mm-hmm.
Could you share
I do.
a little bit how you manage your time?
It's difficult some days, and other days it's not so much. I think time management is a big thing. I'm holding between, 6 and 10 parties a month, so I stay pretty busy with my Pure Romance business as well. But I think that just making sure that I plan a date night and family night, and I do that every month. And then also just making sure that, I have set office hours, that I know that, when I have a party scheduled, that's my party time. And when I'm at home, it's my home time.
So you do 6 to 10 parties a month on top of family time, job time. So could you share a little bit, how much do you make with just only doing 6 to 10 parties a month?
Oh my goodness. Last month I did $12,000 in sales.
Wow.
So.
Working part-time on the side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. So if someone's out there watching this, there's probably someone out there going, oh, but she's a registered nurse. She knows all about sexual health. She knows it all. I don't think I could do that. Could you share what you would say to someone who's thinking that?
Oh, you could so do what I do. I mean, I'm not going to say that my registered nursing background didn't help me a little bit in the sexual health field, but honestly, everything that I talk about at my parties was taught to me by our amazing training department. We have the best of the best when it comes to our training, and what they give us is our education program. And so everything that I talk about at my parties is something that I was already told about by Pure Romance. So it's not something that I, had to research and learn through going through nursing school.
Excellent. I agree with that. I definitely with the sexual health portion in nursing school.
Yeah.
So speaking of learning and training, could you share a little bit about the new consultant program that Pure Romance offers to help educate and train their new consultants?
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. We've recently just started with this new program called Party School. And as soon as you log in and you get your when you get your ID number, you log in and you automatically have access to Party School. And it basically walks you through step by step every single thing that you need to know to be a successful consultant.
So Lacy, when you got started and after you went through some of your training, could you share a little bit about how you got parties?
My very first party that I ever did was with my mom. My mom had hosted Pure Romance parties a couple of times in the past, and I had actually gone to one of them. She came to my Pure Romance party whenever I had it. My very first, like the one I hosted, she came. And so she quickly stepped up and said, you know what, I'm definitely going to hold you a party. So she held my very first one. It was $750 in sales, and I thought that I hit a jackpot. So I booked a couple of parties off of that party, and then it just gone from there. I talked with friends and family and got some people to book some parties with me in the beginning. And then after that, it's been a lot of word of mouth, booking parties from parties, corporate leads, that kind of thing.
Oh my goodness. So your mom is a big supporter, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Does your mom go around referring you to her friends?
Oh yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And I just now did her birthday party this month. I did. So she was really excited for me. She was teasing me and told me that she was going to tell all her friends that if they didn't come, that she was going to just have to disown them. So she had a huge crowd there, and it was over $1,000 in sales too. So.
Oh my goodness, that is awesome. What does your husband think?
Oh my goodness, that's a great question, actually. When I first started Pure Romance, my husband was so mad at me. He did not want me to do this business. I'm kind of strong-willed, if you may, and I'm not going to have anybody tell me that I can't do something. And he kind of told me, this isn't going to work. She's just lying to you. She's just telling you this to get you to sign up so she can get money. And, and I'm just like, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's what it's about. She really genuinely feels like she seems like she's trying to help me, not something that's going to hurt me. And so I started, and he was still angry with me for a couple of months. He's like, I always tell you not to do stuff and you do it anyway. So a couple of months went by, and I think that might have been what pushed me so hard in the beginning, because I was like, there's no way that I just spent that much money on a Pure Romance kit that I'm going to fail at this and have him tell me, I told you so. So I definitely worked really hard and proved him wrong. So, now he's asking me, how many parties do you have this month? How much money you're going to have?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. What is something cool that you've done with him or bought him with your Pure Romance profit?
Oh my goodness. So I just now booked our trip to St. Martin for next year. So that's something pretty exciting.
Oh, that is very exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah. And one other thing that I've been able to contribute to is we bought our dream home this year.
Oh, Lacy. Oh, how did that feel? Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I would not be able to afford this house that we're living in right now without my income from Pure Romance. There's no way.
So speaking of income, oh my goodness. So someone out there is watching. There's someone that's like, oh, I want what she has. Could you share a little bit about the average income of a new consultant and what's possible and how much an income for a new consultant, maybe their average party, and how do they get paid?
Okay, so an average consultant just starting out, an average party is going to be about $500, I would say. And so that's going to be about roughly $240 in profit for 3 or 4 hours of work. And if you want to call it work, I mean, every time we go to work, it's a party, right?
Right.
So that's if you want to call it work. But 3 to 4 hours, $240, you can't make that kind of money on the pole.
Or as a registered nurse.
Right. Exactly. But whenever you have your party, you get paid that night. You take the money from your clients and you actually order the product that you don't have. Like if you don't have it in stock, you go ahead and place that order for them, and you keep the profit. So you're getting paid on the spot that night.
Could you share, Lacy, one of your largest parties, the amount of one of your largest parties?
My biggest party to date was $2,880.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be nosy. How much do you make an hour as a registered nurse?
Oh, let's see, $33.
$33 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
On average, how much do you make an hour as a Pure Romance consultant?
I'm usually, my party average right now is 1,000. This month it's been about 1,100 for me. It's my party average. So I would say that at least 150 an hour on most parties.
150 an hour. And the amount of education compare the number of years of nursing school to Pure Romance.
Yeah, so I went to an associate degree program that was 2 years. I had to do electives, that was a year. So, and then I went back for my bachelor's. So that was a total of 4 years of education. And I promise you, if I knew what I know now, I would have never gone.
Oh my gosh, 4 years and then maybe a month or two of training. And wow.
Yeah.
So speaking of training and profit and money, could you share some of the benefits and incentives being a Pure Romance consultant? What's out there? What's available?
There's so much to look forward to as being a Pure Romance consultant. Not only are you getting paid at your party, there are other means of getting paid as well. We have cash bonuses that they give us. I remember at Christmas time last year, I had a $1,500 cash bonus right before Christmas. That was pretty awesome. This year, I earned this necklace for making senior director. My sponsor gave that to me. And I earned another necklace from corporate for that. So, of course, you get jewelry. This, as a consultant, I have won Patty's favorite things. She gave me $1,000 worth of her favorite things, including a Kate Spade purse, which was pretty awesome. So those are just some of the things. And then this year, I won a trip to Vegas and took my husband with me. All expenses paid. So that was pretty awesome too. So there's so much to look forward to. And also we get free product too. On average, I get between $400 and $600 in free product every month just on what I sell. So that's pretty awesome.
And then is there any other bonuses for building a team? And could you share some of the bonuses that are available and the extra perks there?
Absolutely. So for having your own team, corporate pays you for what they do. So you basically get your person, that signs up underneath you, that's ready to change their life. You go ahead and teach them the ropes on how to do this. And once you have them trained and ready to go and they start doing their own parties and making their own money, corporate will start paying you on the 10th of every month for what they're doing. It's pretty amazing. It's an extra income.
So just doing what you're normally doing, your 45-hour-a-week job, your 6 to 10 parties, you get this extra bonus just doing your basics.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's pretty sweet there. That's definitely pretty nice. So could you share with me, Lacy, say, what if someone tries Pure Romance? They decide, okay, I want to get into this. I want to get into Pure Romance, but I'm not sure which business kit I should get, what would you recommend?
Well, I think it all depends on what they want to get out of the business. And honestly, if they can't afford the bigger package, start with what you can now, because a year from now, you're going to look back and say, oh my gosh, I wish I would have started a year ago. Because look where you would be. You can always build up your inventory. So if you can't really afford to get the biggest kit, you can work up to that. I purchased the biggest kit. It was go big or go home for me, and I went all in. So I got the premium kit, and I had great success with that because I had all of the inventory at my party. So when my clients came back to order, everybody went home with their product that night. And it just made it amazing because it gave me confidence to know that they trust me. They get to take home their stuff tonight. I don't have to order it for them. But I have several girls that have signed on with the standard kit, and they are doing really well as well because you build on your inventory. And they have amazing inventory credit programs now where they can give you amazing amounts of product for a lower discounted price once you're in the business and started, so that they can help you feel more confident about your parties as well. So I say if all you can afford is the standard, go for it. Get started as soon as possible.
Lacy, what if someone gets started and then they decide, okay, the business is not for me? Is there any kind of penalty?
No, absolutely not. I do encourage my girls to hold at least 6 parties before you say it's not for you. That way you can get your feet wet, learn the business, know exactly what you're going into, what you're doing. And by the time you've done 6 parties, you can make a really good educated guess as to whether or not this is something you're going to like, something you're going to love and want to do this full time, or if it's something that, no, I don't really have time for it. And you can just quit and you have an amazing stock afterwards. So future.
Oh, I love that. Yes, there's always something extra.
Yeah.
So someone gets started, is there a quota?
Oh, yes. So at this current moment, it's $100 every 60 days, but that's going to change in January. So it'll be $100 every 30 days, which is very doable if you're doing 1 party a month. And honestly, if I have an outside order, sometimes that order might be over $100 too. So that's pretty minimum for what you have to do.
What are some of the, could you share some of the ways that a new consultant could get orders besides holding a party?
Besides holding a party, we are automatically given our website whenever we sign up. So it's pretty amazing. You get to customize it however you want to. So you can send your web address to friends and family and ask them if they would like to place an order. And once you have your starter kit, you have those items on hand. And I keep Basic Instinct in my pocketbook, and it's one of my favorite products. So, I mean, I'm always putting that on my waitress when I go out, to eat or whatever. And they want those products because they're amazing. So they'll end up buying them for you as an outside order.
Oh, great. So we get our website for free. So that's very convenient.
Right.
Honest. So Lacy, say someone is interested, okay, they're thinking, I'm ready to get started. I want to jump right in. What do you recommend?
I recommend forming a bond with a great sponsor. And that way, you know that you have a backbone to help you through this business. Your sponsor does not make your business at all. You make your business what you want it to be. And I would basically make sure that, you go ahead and find that sponsor that you feel will support you in the business, and attend as many meetings once you get started as you possibly can, because when you show up, you go up. But I would just recommend to make sure that, you have that bond, go ahead and get your starter kit, and then learn as much as you can.
Lacy, you mentioned when you show up, you go up. You have definitely gone up. Could you share a little bit about some of your achievements with Pure Romance?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. A year and a half in the business, I achieved President's Club. I retained that position for the interim contest period. And this year I have already made board, so I'm excited about that. I'm a senior director with the company. I achieved that, I want to say it was like maybe 4 months ago. So that was a new big achievement for me this year as well.
Could you share a little bit more about the amazing incentives and contests that Pure Romance offers?
Absolutely. So the one I'm looking forward to, and I know you probably are too, we have one coming up in the next interim period, January, February, March, that we're going to be working towards winning a trip to Cancun.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting.
Very.
Looking forward to that. They also have the incentive, if you reach a certain amount in sales by December 15th, that you'll earn a $2,500 cash bonus this year. So that's exciting too.
Yes, that's very, very exciting. And then for a new consultant, they get the inventory credit program. And I think we touched on this, the jewelry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we have something called Fast Track for our new girls when they sign up. And when they do their first $1,000 in sales within 60 days, they earn a beautiful heart necklace. And then after that, if they sponsor someone in their first 60 days, they get a beautiful pin to match it as well to wear to their parties.
I love it. So jewelry, cash bonuses, trips, recognition. I mean, we get it all. Do you get anything like that at your job?
Hell no. Excuse my language. I'm lucky if somebody notices that I did extra beyond what my job is. I'm lucky if that happens and get a thank you.
I love it. I love it. And if you're at your job and say you are swamped, you're sinking, you need some help, do you get it if you ask for it in general?
I have some amazing coworkers, so I don't have that problem at my job, but I can tell you that before I was a case manager in my GYN clinic, I used to work in the ICU, and I used to sink and drown. It was hard to stay afloat because, everybody else is either busy or they don't have time to help you or they don't want to make time to help you, so you're kind of on your own.
And with Pure Romance, you get started and you're like, I need some help. Could you share a little bit about the sister support?
Oh my gosh, the sisterhood is amazing. I have met so many amazing women all over the world. I've met people from Hawaii. I mean, it's crazy. Australia. So there's so much sister support out there. We have team meetings every other month. We do as our local team, but I know that different teams hold different meetings monthly. Corporate offers us training as well. They come, to our state quite often. I mean, at least 2 or 3 times a year. And then we also have national training that you can attend and learn. And in the local sector, I guess, in the smaller spiel, you have Facebook groups. And we get involved in these Facebook groups and we form these bonds with these girls. And then it's just even more amazing when you get to training and you actually get to put the name with the face and give them a hug and say, I've been watching your success for so long. It's so great to meet you. So we do have an amazing sisterhood. I mean, where else do you get to go and there's 4,000 women doing the same thing that you do?
I agree. The energy level is just off the scale.
It is. It really is.
So, Lacy, as we get ready to end today, I so appreciate your time. Would you mind sharing a little bit about maybe some of your most memorable moments with Pure Romance?
Oh my goodness. I have so many memories, in the parties and everything, but I want to say that I think my biggest, most memorable experience was at national training. My very first year when I went, I thought that I was going to learn about Pure Romance, and boy, was I wrong. I learned a lot about Pure Romance, but I learned more about myself. It definitely changed my life. I don't know if you could see my board back here. I had
Yes.
it hanging on my wall to remind me. So I broke through that day and I broke that board, and it was just so exhilarating. I remember crying and hugging Heather, and it was an amazing experience. It definitely changed my life, and the way I look at life, the way I look at my family, the way I look at myself, and how I hold myself. I think that Pure Romance just has an amazing way of empowering women and teaching us, that we can survive, we can take care of ourselves, and we don't have to, struggle in life. You just don't have to.
Oh my gosh. It sounds like Pure Romance has not only monetarily supported you, but emotionally, and it has definitely touched your soul.
Absolutely.
I think that is so amazing to hear. So as we get ready to end, Lacy, if someone is wanting to get started in a business or they want to talk to you further, how can they contact you? What email or website should they contact you at?
www.pureromance.com/Lacy Carter, and it's Lacy Carter. And my email address is pureromancewithlacy@gmail.com.
Great. And Lacy, thank you so much for your time today and sharing your story, which is absolutely amazing. And I am so excited for your success in such a short period of time. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do next year. And join me on a Cancun trip, because I want to go too.
I know, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Patty.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You too.